Hey y'all, we're Country Cool Comedy, and when we're in town, we watch Lady J.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Love her.
Jay Jenkins, you sick this one, baby. Yeah. What? Come on. Lady J's montage is so to watch for the mom and the children and the pops. Giving life to the community, in the community. Sit back, relax, take a look. Give me 28 minutes and feel the hook. Lady J's montage. Lady J, what? Lady J, huh? Lady J, what? Lady J, what? Lady J's montage is show you watch. Show your mom and the children and the pops. Give life to the community, in the community, living in unity. Sit back, relax, take a look. 28 minutes and feel the hook. Lady J's montage. Lady J, let's go!
Everybody, this is Jay Pray. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, I've seen some of your work. You are a great
Thank you.
photographer, but I know we have a lot of people out there who are into photography. And I want to know, how did you get started?
Well, it's an interesting story, to be honest with you. I had a cousin, and he was actually doing a TV show in Atlanta. And he asked us to go out and take some pictures. He had bought a couple of cameras. He said, can we go out and just take some pictures for promo use only? So we did that, and a lot of people were saying how good my pictures were. And I was just surprised because I never took pictures before. So it just started from there, and then I just practiced it and read up on it. Met other photographers in Atlanta, and they gave me ideas of pointers and that type of thing. So, but it's real. You have to be real persistent with it because it's changing every day, every year. There's new cameras coming out. Details changing on the camera, so you know you have to really stay on it and do your research.
Okay, and so how long have you been doing this?
For 10 years now.
Okay,
10 years.
all right. And what has been the most challenging part about photography? Because it seems easy, you know, you have a subject, you click, and are there certain subjects that you like to, you know, photograph, such as, you know, nature or people, that kind of thing? Well,
one thing, you have to find your niche in it because it's a lot of different styles of photography, a lot of different things you can take pictures of, like they said, nature. When you start getting into people and lighting, that's when it starts getting difficult because you have to, the lighting has to be, the definition of photography is lighting.
Okay.
I mean, that light has to be right. if you're doing artists or whoever, people need headshots, actresses, actors. I mean, that's when it start getting difficult. The lighting.
Okay, it's not like the little Snapchat and things like that.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. People think they really got it going on then, but when you do it and it's your living.
Exactly.
Okay, so you say you've done research and
research.
you've done it for 10 years.
Yes.
What else is it about it? Like, if I wanted headshots, what would I be required to bring to the table?
Well, that's one thing too, photographers. When you're doing a photo shoot, you have to do research on the person. Ask the person exactly what they're looking for, the type of light. I actually asked them for examples of, they go see other pages or pictures that they like to give me an example of what they're looking for. So, and I research that person. It might take me a couple of days to research that person, to set up the shoot, to know what type of lighting I'm gonna use for that particular shoot. So you have to do research with every particular shoot. Trust me, and just make sure that lighting is right. That's it. That's the
Okay. And when someone has a session with you, how long does it normally take? And how long does it take for you to give them the results? And what is the process from there? Do they come in and look at the different shots that they like? And how does that happen?
Yeah, normally it may take maybe about 30 minutes to do a nice shoot, especially if you did your research and you set up everything how you wanted to set up before they got there. Normally, I normally get to a shoot about 45 minutes to an hour to set up everything. My light, check the light with a prop, you know what I mean? So when the person, my client comes in, I'm pretty much set. I just have to pose them the way I want to pose them, that type of thing. So, and after the shoot, I normally, I use my website. I post the pictures on the website, send them a private link, and they tell me which particular picture they like. Then I call it throwing gloss on it.
Okay.
So I do my little edit. So I tell them I'm gonna throw my gloss on it. There you go.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what if there's someone that you really can't research? How do you go about, if I just came in and said I want some pictures and I wasn't a star or anything like that, how would you go about making it fit for me?
Well, the research is really about not necessarily the person. It's it's the what their clothes they're gonna wear, the hairstyle they're gonna wear,
Oh,
that type
okay.
that type
The
of
style.
research. Yeah, that type of research. So because all of that makes a difference of what background I may use. You know what I mean? So if they're wearing a blue shirt, I don't want to get a blue background. You know what I mean? So so that type of research.
Okay.
So anybody can come in, and especially if you got different type of backgrounds already. Somebody come in one day and they say, I can make some adjustments that one day and we can get it done.
Okay. So do you have different packages that you offer?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I can custom for someone. It just depends on what they're looking for. You know what I mean? Normally, I start about 125 for headshots and that type of thing. But now I got something new I want to tell the world about what I'm doing now.
Okay, good.
But I'm getting more into teaching photography.
Okay.
You know, so that's my thing. So I'm concentrating more on that side.
Okay, well share your new thing that you want the
Okay.
audience to know about.
Well, I do want everyone to know that I am a new photography teacher at the charter school in Wilson, North Carolina, Sally B. Howard. And it's been real fun so far. I've been there for about the first 6 months, so this is going to be my first full year. This coming up August, so I'm really looking forward to that. I've been working with the kids from 4th grade to 8th grade, so they've been doing a great job so far. We're going to keep pushing.
Okay, so what are some things that you're teaching them?
I'm teaching them composition is one of the history of photography. We start off with the history of photography, composition.
Okay, before you move any further, give us some of that insight. What is the history of photography?
Well, it started a long time ago, 17, 1800s.
No kidding.
And but it started with what they call one of the things they call a box obscura, and basically it was a full box. Someone would actually stand in the box and make a little hole on one side. Light comes in and it poses an image on one side. So once they started that, they figured out how to make one side of that with some oils so the image actually stick. So that's how all of it came about. But so it was real difficult for them to actually get their first image.
Okay.
But it was in the 1800s when they first got the actual first image. So recorded. So I can't remember the guy's name right off the top of my head, but you know.
That's a great foundation because I didn't know that. Did you guys know
yeah.
that? Okay, wow.
Yeah. Actually,
Teacher?
it's one thing that you do need to know too. And my kids be surprised when I tell them this, that every image, even in our human eye, when the image comes in your eye, it's actually upside down, but our brain actually turns it the right way. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know that. I didn't even know it until I researched it. But so that's how an image comes into the camera or came into the box obscura. It's actually upside down, but it flips inside the camera.
Okay.
So that's how the human eye works as well.
Okay.
So-
And you mentioned composition. That means writing?
That means, let's say, what they call rules of the third, different angles. It's different composition, but rules of the third is one example. Meaning, if you have a frame, the square of your picture, that has 3 sides to it. That's how you're looking at it. You might want to get a picture to the left or the right of the subject. So that's called the rules of the third. And it's just a rule of photography. You know what I mean? But you don't have to follow the rule every single time. But that's just to make it more compelling on the eye.
Okay. All right. Wow. Learned so much so far. So good. Tell us some people, maybe the audience may know who they are, that you've been acquainted with through your photography.
Wow. I've definitely had a chance to work with a lot of people. I've been lucky, blessed, just to work with the people I had a chance to be around. One of my biggest ones was Bill Cosby. I had a chance to work with him on tour. He was doing this tour, so I got a chance to take pictures with him, behind the stage scenes and that type of thing. One of my biggest things I was proud of, I actually did an album cover for Jagged Edge. That was maybe 7 years ago for their album, the album The Remedy. So photographers, if you can't get to that point, do that, man, because it's good. Your name is in the album cover, so that's something that's lasting for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So I actually worked with the Braxtons. I did behind the scene footage for several shows in Atlanta. The Braxtons, Love and Hip Hop. So there's just a few things, but
okay, just a few. And I'm hoping that you'll share some of those photos so I can run those so everybody can see who you've been acquainted with. What has been the most challenging thing about photography for you?
Sometimes photographers on a higher level than you, some of those people don't want to help sometimes, and so sometimes it's hard to get knowledge from other people that's they know they're trying to get to, you're trying to get to that level, so they may look at you as competition or that type of thing. But for the most part, it's been an exciting road for me. You know, it's been real exciting, fun. I mean, it just, you know, I'm trying to get my son into it, but he's not ready for that yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, we all have our niche. Maybe eventually he will.
Yeah, eventually.
Because your work is phenomenal.
Okay,
It's
thank
very
you.
inspiring. And it's something positive. Takes a lot of time, doesn't it? Because some people think, you know, you click, that's it. But, I mean, what would make it more time consuming?
Well, it's definitely an editing process to it.
Oh, yes.
I may take, on one image, I may take an hour to an hour and a half to edit it. You know, it depends on, you know, what I'm looking for. I might want to change colors on it, that type of thing. So it's a process to it, you know what I mean? Some people don't understand, they want the picture right back, right then, but sometimes, you know, just to get it more detailed, you know, you want to express it, you know, how you want to express it. So,
Okay.
because most of the time when a photographer, it's our artwork, it's artwork to us, so we're looking at things different than the average person is looking at it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
yes.
we're trying to
Artistic
put,
ability.
we're trying to put something else on it. Then you can say, "Wow, okay." That's great when someone says, "Wow," when they look at your pictures.
Okay, that's a great compliment. Okay. And so, are you available for any other type of events?
I'm available for every event.
Just list some of the things.
Yeah, but
that you
yeah, I love doing weddings. That's something I specialize in. I did a lot of red carpet events in Atlanta, but here I just do mostly. I concentrate mostly on headshots of weddings. You know, maybe senior portraits, that type of thing. So you know, those three things are the top three up here.
Okay, tell me about these red carpet events. What are you looking for when you take a picture of someone, and who are some people that you've seen on the red carpet?
Well, the red carpet in Atlanta is a madhouse.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's like 50 photographers on this small red carpet. So everyone is trying to get the right picture, trying to get the person to look at you. I had one of the carpets I did was Think Like a Man. When they came to Atlanta, I actually had a chance to work with them all day because I was following them all day. But when we got to the red carpet scene, everyone came. Kevin Hart,
Terrence J.
Yeah, all of them came.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
Yeah, I met
even
him.
Tyler
He's a
Perry
nice
came.
guy.
Yeah,
Really?
Even Tyler Perry came. Yeah.
What was he like?
He ran through.
So you had to catch him, huh?
Yeah, he ran through. He
Okay.
didn't want to stop for that one, but
Okay.
but everyone else, Steve Harvey, everyone else stopped, and it's just
He's
just a
nice.
madhouse.
I met him. He's real nice.
Yeah, it's a madhouse, but once you get used to it and you say, "I need a picture," once they look, you better be right.
You have to be ready.
Yeah, you have
right?
to be ready,
In a
yeah.
millisecond.
Yeah, a millisecond.
Okay. So that means everything's in focus before you get started.
Yes.
Because you don't have time to go, well, wait a minute, let me focus.
No,
It's
you
got
have
to be a
focus.
quick deal.
Yeah, well, that depends on your camera too, because it's different points on the camera that makes it focus faster. So some of them you may focus like just that quick. But most of the time, on photography on the red carpet, you're going to be just shooting.
Okay, and what kind of cameras do you use?
I use a Nikon.
Okay.
All of them are great cameras, but I use a Nikon D610. They have different. Mine is what they call a full frame camera, meaning it's just higher megapixels and that type of thing. But that's what I use. I mean, I have used all of them. I use Canon.
Okay.
I just started with Nikon and I got used to the lenses and that type of thing. So that's just what I stuck with.
Okay, all right. And what do you recommend as far as a student who may be interested in photography? What kind of education? What area could they get into? What schools or what could they do to really hone their craft?
Well, it depends on what area you're located in. I actually never went to school for photography.
Okay.
I really just did the research on my own and read books. Went to the library, read books, studied my camera, and just practice. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I would tell people it's actually school right at Wilson Tech. They have classes, beginner classes. I'm actually going to start doing beginner classes myself.
Wonderful.
But they do have beginner classes at Wilson Tech. That's in this area. Every local college has that. If you just want to start off with it, then they have schools online, Art Institute. You do some classes online for photography. So that's a great school to learn from.
Okay.
But it's all about practice, though. That's one of the things.
Okay. So let me ask you this: if you took a picture of a beautiful plant,
Okay.
how would you go about selling that item to someone? A
it's-
magazine or something like that?
Yeah, you have to. One thing about it, you have to build your brand. And say you have a website, and you want people to see that, you have to push that website. So when they see your stock photography, you can put a price on that and say, I want to sell this, particular picture for $2 or something like that. So,
Okay.
But they have websites like iStock and those type of websites where you can go in and place your items up there, and people will buy your stock photography.
Okay.
You know.
And so do you get those items copyrighted? Or have you ever had anybody use your work and didn't ask you?
Well, you
I mean, how does
always
that
put
go?
your logo and your name on it, and you actually resize the photo to put it on there, because you don't want to put your full size photo and then they can steal it. Because if they download the smaller version, it would be pixelated if they try to use it anyway. So you want to resize it. Those are one of the tricks of the trade.
Okay.
Put your name
That's
on it,
good to
resize it, and so it won't be it'll be pixelated if they try to print it out on their own a big size or something and say they did it.
Oh, that's why they do that. Because sometimes on Google, they do that. You put it in your PowerPoint presentation, and it looks very blurry. So that's pixelated.
Yes.
Okay, pixelated. I like that. Now I know what to call it. I just said blurry. Okay. All right. So can you take a picture that's distorted or pixelated and fix it? Can you do that?
I'm not gonna say I particularly can do it.
Okay.
But it is graphic. It's graphic guys that can do anything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but if it's real pixelated, sometimes it's not even worth it, or it's just you couldn't do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this question. I took a picture with a famous basketball player.
Okay.
Actually, his manager took it.
Okay.
We went to a restaurant. It was taken with the lighting in the back of it, and it was kind of dim on the inside. Can you fix that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it to you. Nolan Miller, I think that's his name.
Okay.
Yeah, that plays with the Pacers.
Yeah. I know you're talking
Yeah,
about
he was real nice. 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Wow. But he was really cool.
Okay.
And I said, I wish I had looked at it before I walked away from that.
So the light is behind it.
The light is
but
behind
you two
it.
are dark.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see it, but it's
Okay,
sort of
okay.
different. Okay.
Yeah. So you took the picture.
No,
It's
his
with your
manager took the picture.
Well, what is it on the
with
phone?
with my phone.
Okay, yeah. I can work with that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you ever do anything like a family reunion T-shirt, that kind of thing? Can you do those kinds of things? You take a photograph and you put it on a T-shirt, or?
I don't, but I actually, one of my partners, the name of his site is authenticgraphicdesigns.com, and he does that type of T-shirts, and he does actually all my flyers and everything. I mean, he actually built my website.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy Will, and
Will.
Yeah, so we started off actually working together.
Okay.
The name of my company is SupremeTeamPhotography.com, just to throw that plug in there.
Okay, well, we're gonna put it on the screen too. Okay. All right.
But he does. He can take a picture, put it on the backdrop, anything someone needs, whatever. So
That's good to
he
know.
does everything, yeah.
Well, do you think you can shoot me one day?
Most
Maybe we can
definitely.
run it on the show that people see.
Yeah, most definitely.
Just average person.
We're gonna get it done.
Okay.
We're
All
gonna get
right.
it done.
Well, you know what? I have really enjoyed. Is there anything else you want to add and let our audience know about you, Jay Prey? Anyway, wait, that name, Jay Prey. Come on, tell me about it. Is it real, or is it like a fun name or nickname? Tell me about that.
No, my name is actually James Prey, but that's my actual last name.
Okay.
So actually, when my son was born, we started calling him JJ.
Okay.
And so I just took the J and made it J Prey, just to use as doing photography, because it was catchy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of people remember that, when they met me. So when they saw the name, they just remember, oh, J Prey. So, that's
Remember
that's
to
how it
pray.
started. Yeah, most definitely.
But to get Jay Prey to do your photography. Okay, all right, thank you. But thank you so much for being on
problem.
Lady J's
No
Montage.
problem. No problem at all. Thank you for having me.
A.D. Williams once said, "Imagine what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we loved and respected one another." Just imagine. Imagine if there was no greed. Imagine if there was no comparison. If everyone was running their own race, but cheering for all others at the same time. Maybe we'll never see that in our lifetime. But what we all can do is start with ourselves. Start with yourself. Choose to lift others up. Choose to set the example of kindness and integrity, the example of compassion and understanding. There's a quote that says, "No matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you believe you are, how you treat people ultimately tells all." Integrity is everything. It really is. Who you are is far more important than what you have, and it will always be. Who you are is measured by how you make others feel. Be kind to each other. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Choose to be the change you wish to see in the world. Decide you will not wait for someone else. You will set the example. Be kind. Because you never know how much that person is suffering inside. You never know the difference your words can make, the difference your presence can make, the difference you can make to one human life. Be the reason someone believes in the goodness of humanity. Be the reason someone else decides to make a difference in others. Be the influence you want to see more of. Always do what is right, not what is easy in the moment. Kindness spreads like a virus. When you do good to another, that person does better to those they come in contact with. You really can make a big difference in the world today and every other day. Anne Frank said, "In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit." No one has ever made themselves great by showing how small another is. Be kind and always build others up to the best of your ability. Treat everyone with the same level of kindness that you would like for yourself. Not because everyone is nice, but because you are. Because karma makes no mistakes. Because it is right. Because you have integrity. Because you want this world to be better when you leave than when you arrive.